Oh, mama! Crypto Frog is back in the house. Welcome to another legendary stream by the man, the legend, Crypto Frog. Welcome. I thought I'd make a bit of a clickbaity title, you know. I'm just hanging on by my fingernails to 8K subscribers. So if you're not a subscriber, click subscribe. And for the algorithm, since I know you simp for Asian chicks, because you're into crypto, she's given me a thumbs up. Well, she did this morning anyway when we parted ways, but you give me a thumbs up on the computer. And disclaimer, no financial advice. Just kind of what I do. My opinions. I got some food stuck in my fucking teeth. Shit, went Gucci shopping. Mrs. Frog, as yet, does not know. But what she doesn't know won't kill her, right? You can follow me on Twitter, CryptoFrog202. Let's get into it. Now, I'm not professing to know everything about everything in the world, but I've been in the game for quite a long time, so I just thought I'd spread some gravy in terms of I don't know, it doesn't really matter if you're like a novice or an intermediate or a bit advanced. Let's all learn from each other, and perhaps in the chat you can give some tips of your own. But I've been through the highest of highs and the lowest of lows. So I've picked up some things along the way. Bitcoin's flirting with 40,000. So send it, please. Now, I was very much erring on the side of keeping my powder dry. But now I'm thinking, fuck it. If I'm not buying Bitcoin under 40,000 US dollars, what am I doing in this game? That's not a tip. Well, actually, that's probably should be like a thing you should avoid doing, not buying Bitcoin when it's under 40,000 bucks. People in the chat are going to be like, oh, but it's going to go 24. I worked out on the chart. Yeah. No, actually, it's going to go to 18.57k before it goes on an uptrend and the super cycle starts again. Yeah. All right, let's get into it. Shit, I love the game. Thank you. Welcome. Hello. Fucking food stuck in my teeth. That's right, I've got some sparkling water flavoured with lime, don't you know? 0 calories. Delicious. Keeps me off the beer and the whiskey. So that's good, isn't it? Alright, let's get into it. So, I mean, top 20, but I mean, there may actually be more than 20 by the time the stream ends. I think the best first thing we should start is just I know the feeling of FOMO is an incredibly intense one. I get it all the time. I suppose you do as well. But may I suggest not FOMOing in until you have at least a grasp of the basics of what you're FOMOing into. And it's really hard to fight the impulse of FOMO. That's why it's so strong. And that's a difficult one to get beyond for most people. Fear of missing out. But then buying in at the top of a gigapamp that you think will never end normally ends badly. I think another mistake people make all the time is trying to time the market to the absolute millisecond. I'm definitely guilty of that as well. Like I say, I'm not like here to be like, I'm so high and mighty, I know everything about everything. But I'm definitely guilty of that. Like obsessed with like trying to catch the bottom and sell the top. But a lot of the time, as long as you, and I'll get to my other point on this in a minute, I try not to worry too much about that now. And to be quite frank with you, it's kind of working out okay. Don't trust anyone apart from yourself. Then the only one you can blame when you fuck up is you. Do your own research. I've said this countless times over and over and over and over again. Is some people are clicking on this as a clickbait title. They're going to be fucking shocked. They're going to be like, oh God, my kids are listening to this guy effing and jeffing. Twitter accounts will literally lie their socks off to you. Projects will make up lies all the time. YouTubers definitely will. Not me, but like 95.78% of them will. Because I've seen the evidence. If you're making your decisions based on what some guy on Twitter is saying, or some guy on YouTube's telling you, or some anon on 4chan Biz is telling you, you're probably not doing it the right way. You've got to remember as well, a lot of guys on crypto Twitter and crypto YouTube get paid rather handsomely to shill projects, regardless of their quality, and then proceed to dump them from 100,000 feet onto your fucking head. That fucking sucks. So yeah, watch out for the snake oil salesmen. They are literally 10 a penny in this game. That's just the way it is. That being said, don't discount other people's opinions entirely. And you will eventually find people you kind of think, yeah, actually what he's saying makes sense. And I'm going to do a bit more research on it. And if my feelings correlate with what he was saying, then I'll feel more comfortable. And also, you don't want to be piling like half your stack of Bitcoin into some coin that Chico Crypto or whatever shilled like an hour ago in his stream is up like 500%, because you will get wrecked. Another thing, I think we're on number 4, maybe number 5. This is another massive hole in the Frogsters game. Over trading. Shit. Like the impulse to jump from coin to coin to coin. It's kind of like the impulse you have when you're a young 19-year-old fella. But instead of coins, it's girlfriends. Especially when your bag is like kind of crabbing along and, you know, I have to dislodge this fucking food. Your top quality grade A gravy project is crabbing along for a couple of weeks, and Elon is gay token on Binance Smart Chain has done a 10x. Then it's only natural you think, fuck, I'm missing out, fear of missing out, FOMO. And we've all been there. But what generally tends to happen is you'll then sell your bag that's been crabbing, FOMO into the other one. And that will instantly damp, and your bag that's been crabbing magically will wake up from its slumber and do like a 50% in one day. Plus you pay, well, apart from when Woo Trade comes online, you're paying trading fee after trading fee after trading fee. Those exchange trading fees, they fucking add up too. But of course, if you use Uniswap or SushiSwap, those Ethereum gas fees, they eat into your bankroll like a motherfucker! Especially when Gwei is like 500 or something. Next, I would suggest not putting your life savings into the cryptos. I know it's tempting because, you know, that Doge guy who looks like he should live under a bridge, and probably is now. He became a Dogecoin millionaire. But he put his life savings into crypto. Worked out for him. And that's why he was chosen by the elites to shill absolute dog shit to everyone. I'd say just put a certain percentage of your net wealth, shall we say, into the cryptos. It's kind of like an old trope now, but I think it's true in my eyes. Don't put more than you can afford to lose into cryptocurrency. Like, I've seen guys like sweating because a coin went down like 25%. I'm like, why are you sweating so much? Fucking bear market or whatever. Oh, because, you know, fucking put everything into this and maxed out my credit cards and all that. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Now, I know it sucks when everything fucking dumps, but it sucks a lot less when your entire livelihood isn't on the line. Isn't it? Next, probably number 6. I would suggest, no financial advice, do what you want. Don't go all in on one coin. I mean, if you really have to go all in on like 2 coins, why don't you just buy Bitcoin and Ethereum? Just hold them. You'd probably outdo 95% of everyone watching this stream over the course of like 5 years. Of course, you can hedge your risks by investing across multiple assets. But fuck. I also see guys who like have like portfolios of like 50 coins in it. I'm like, what the fuck? My personal max is like 7, maybe 8 at a push. At a fucking push. Because who the fuck can keep track of all that shit? But diversification is good. Diversification is the spice of life. Number 7 or maybe number 8. Who knows? It's just a list of shit. Try and keep fairly up to date with what's going on with the projects you're invested in it. Follow them on social media. Jump in their Telegram. Jump in their Discord. Follow them on Twitter. Introduce yourself to the community. Ask questions. But don't be a bit of a dick in Telegram. You know who you are. Now we can all be bits of dicks in Telegram. But yeah, if you're a newbie, definitely make sure you have Telegram. Make sure you have Twitter. Make sure you have Discord. Generally speaking, the quality of conversations in Discord is normally a bit higher brow, but some projects don't have Discords. And some projects keep their Telegram groups nicely adminned up, so it doesn't turn into an absolute shitfest, which it would do if it wasn't for the admins. We've all been there. Next one is like super obvious. Look, I wouldn't be sat head to toe in fucking Gucci if I never took profits. Take fucking profits. Also, on the flip side of that, know when to cut your fucking losses. Nothing feels like a good fucking rage dump. Oh! It's like if you had a cast over your broken leg for like 6 months and you want to fucking itch somewhere and you just got a hammer and smash your cast and you could just itch that itch. It's kind of what it feels like. And then it's amazingly, it's mentally relieving in a way when you just think, fuck it, I've had enough of this shit coin. Just fucking dumping it. It's pretty good. But yeah, taking profits is good because nothing goes straight up forever. See Bitcoin over the past couple of weeks. See Ethereum over. See every single crypto over the past couple of weeks. If you really must, have some kind of plan, I guess. I don't. I just go by the feels. But maybe if you think, oh... And obviously, dollar cost averaging in is generally considered a smart play. It's a move I follow when I'm cryptoing. Although sometimes when the FOMO pulls my testicles in, I just fucking market buy like a maniac. Sometimes that works out well. So you can never really tell. And cutting bags, I mean, just don't get too attached. It's kind of like your wife. Don't get too attached to her. Because, you know, you're going to get divorced one day anyway, so... Go through the motions, wait till the kids are 18, then sign the papers. Try and make sure she doesn't get half your house, and you're good. It's kind of like crypto. What are some other ones? I'd probably say this is changing a bit now, but don't leave enormous sums of money on centralized exchanges. I think, to be honest with you, disclaimer, like Binance or whatever, you're probably good keeping it on there. I mean, they're not going to... Even if they got hacked, I'm sure they're insured up the gills. And Binance is definitely not going to exit scam. I mean, their CEO is he goes on Bloomberg TV. But if you've got some long-term holdings that you really want to just hold on for a long time, you see them as long-term bags. Hope you're all clicking thumbs up, by the way. Wurisika. She's saying thumbs up. She's saying it to me, but to you, she's saying click thumbs up for the algo for Crypto Frog's video. Yeah, if you're planning on holding like ERC-20 tokens or whatever, or Bitcoin, get a cold wallet like a Ledger or a Trezor or whatever. Don't keep like, I've seen guys keeping like hundreds of thousands of dollars on MetaMask. I'm just like, oh my fucking God, dude. You're keeping like your life savings on a Google Chrome extension. And while we're talking about MetaMask, I mean, obviously for short-term plays, and if you're not keeping life-changing money on it, MetaMask is great. I mean, we have to have MetaMask to use Uniswap and shit. But basic security. Don't copy seed words to a clipboard. If you have a webcam, cover it up. Write the words down with a pen. I know it's hard, like writing with your hand with a pen, like 12 random words. And then I always make a few copies and leave them in very, very safe places. And if you want to be, and don't like read out the words, like because you never know who's listening, right, in this day and age. Like, all right, so yeah, it's my MetaMask. I got 10 Ethereum in there. All right, let's write down the seed words. Yeah, 1, dog. 2, puppy. 3, frog. 4, water. I mean, you're just asking to get fucked over. Just write them down. Keep them somewhere safe. Don't save them on a Word document on your computer either. You're asking to get fucked. I think it's a good idea as well. Tip number fucking gazillion already. I just used the 20 worst cryptocurrency investing mistakes to avoid, all in caps, ! As a clickbait, you know, because I feel like I'm heavily undersubscribed, so perhaps clickbait is what I need to do. So don't hate me for the clickbait. It's what everyone else is doing, so I'm just following the crowd. But I mean, you're getting some good tips, so you're getting what you came for. It's always a good idea to bookmark exchanges and shit. Because if you mistype, there have been a number of cases where people have mistyped Uniswap or something and gone onto a phishing site and had all their funds taken out of their thing. I mean, if you want to keep it super safe-areno, Uniswap Labs, they have the verified account. Click that link. That will be the real Uniswap. Bookmark it. Job done. Ave. Verified account. Click the link. That will be their real account. I would also say, don't be a sheep. Kind of think for yourself. But then again, sometimes following the crowd is also good. So I don't even know what to fucking think. Don't do leverage, especially if you're a newbie. you will get wrecked. I put a tweet out not so long ago. Fucking more red. When will the red stop? What was I going to say? Yeah, I really said, like, on Twitter, I did say, like, 95% of people in cryptocurrency don't really have any business day trading cryptocurrency. 99% of people have no business leverage trading cryptocurrency. And 99.99999% have no business 50x leveraging cryptocurrencies. I mean, if you get up to a certain point on leverage, I mean, there are exchanges like FTX where you can do perpetual 3x longs and shorts. I mean, generally, you're not going to get liquidated on those as they just keep on going. I think it's practically impossible to get liquidated on those particular FTX tokens. But if you're doing any kind of leverage, you can get wrecked. I just tweeted out before how BTC Charlie was asking, like, if anyone had ever done 101x leverage. I said, yeah, me, after 1.5 bottles of wine. And I lost $45,000 in the space of like 5, max 10 minutes. All gone. Boom. Poof. That is not a derogatory. That is me saying my money disappeared into the liquidation black hole. Yeah, so don't go all in on one coin. Don't go all in on each specific coin in one go. Perhaps take your time a little bit, isn't it? Especially with the market conditions being the way they are right now. You know, pretty sure you'll be able to buy in lower. Don't worry too much about trying to catch the absolute bottom or sell the absolute top. And another thing regarding FUD. FUD is... like, I'm so glad that guy War on Rugs got his finally fucked off Twitter. That guy was the FUD Meister General. I think he rugged as well. So he's an absolute motherfucker. But yeah, don't get overly spooked by FUD. But obviously, but clearly you should just check out if the FUD is justified or not. Because there are certain projects where you can say, yeah, definitely that FUD is justifiable. Tips. Don't buy NFTs unless they're audio. Banging ass tunes. I think NFTs days have fucking gone. Don't buy Beeple's NFTs either, because he just dumps Ethereum on the market. Don't buy coins just because they're cheap. I'm looking at you, Dogecoin, TikTok motherfuckers. Oh, it's so cheap. Yeah, because there's fucking a quadrillion of them. And another thing, maybe I just comes to the top of my head. Don't just solely make your game about looking for 100x gems. Obviously, it's nice. But if that's all you're going to do, the chance of you actually getting 100x is slim. And the coins you're buying, I'd say probably most of them will eventually go to 0. And that's like the complete polar opposite of 100x. I'd say definitely join Twitter and get a crypto-related Twitter account. I started Twitter. When did I start my Crypto Frog Twitter? In May of 2018, so coming up for 3 years now. And considering I mostly tweet just fucking stupid shit like this, I've managed to amass 21.3 thousand followers. So, I mean, get involved in the community and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, you can build up quite a big audience. I remember there's been a few guys, when I first started out, a few guys who I knew at the outset back in mid-2018. We had like a few hundred followers each. We used to DM each other. And almost all of them have now gone on to have like tens of thousands of followers. Some even like 100,000 plus. So not only am I grossly undersubscribed on YouTube, I'm also grossly underfollowed on Twitter. And then finally, I think 20 is, this is number 20. If you fuck up, don't cry. The only reason a man should cry is for the birth of his child. Perhaps the death of a parent you can stoically shed a tear, but not blub like a fucking idiot. That is only for the birth of your children. That's the only time as an alpha male where you can legitimately cry your eyes out. And it felt so good! No. Don't cry when you lose money on crypto, because that is like the ultimate fucking beta male personality trait. So that goes back to the point I was making before. Don't put more money in cryptocurrency than you can afford to lose. Or maybe you can put a little bit more in than you can afford to use, but then keep a certain percentage of that in the kind of low risk, low reward kind of coins like Bitcoin or Ethereum. Because pretty much every other coin in crypto could go to zero, but the chance of Bitcoin going to zero are essentially zero. And outside of Bitcoin, the next one almost certainly never ever going to zero is Ethereum. So in that way, it's kind of covering your ass. But if you're like 100, I'm pushing 100% of my crypto into Shibdog Gold that just came out on Binance Smart Chain, you will get fucking ravaged. But yeah, if you do fuck up, just dust yourself off, get back on the horse, and prepare for the unexpected. Right, let's have a look at the live chat. What tips you got for me? Legendary NFT, thanks. Got those whiskey and bitters, Frog. Actually, I've got some. I might have some in a minute. Love a green day. It's not really a green day. Well, I suppose it is a green 24 hours, but the past hour has been particularly bloody. Not hugely, but enough to piss me off. Dry powder! But I still have loads of dry powder. Yeah, I got man gravy stuck in my teeth. What up, Frog? All thumbs up and retweet, please, for the algo. God dang right, Optimus Bull is a legend! Do you have the Colombian flu, Frog? Are you suggesting I did a couple of lines? No. Rabbit Run, it's insane how many fools on YouTube make crypto clickbait. You call them fools, I call them guys with 500,000 YouTube subscribers. If that's your definition of a fool. Know what I'm saying? Rabbit Run, I'm here for the gravy. Frog is the only one on YouTube with the gravy. Goddamn right. Ladle it on. Basted. That's some legendary blow. No, I'm not sniffing. It's sniffing business. No, it's because I had something stuck in my teeth. I love my daily dose of the Frogster geezer. Why would you hate on Chico Crypto of all people? He's one of the real ones. I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying, if you buy into, I'm not saying he'd be the one that dump on you. All the other apes that have aped in after he mentions a coin or whatever, they're the ones that are going to dump on you. I'm not hating on the guy. I need that no fee woo. Coming to a theater near you in June 2021. What was for dinner? I had kind of like rice wraps, like a New York style. It's like chicken and rice and shit. It was tasty. It's like a kebab, but like a healthy version. Like a roll. It's all rolled up in like the bread and shit. Burger o'clock. I'm not on the fucking white lines. Jesus, settle down. Do you guys think he's in Australia? I ain't from fucking Australia. Are you having a laugh? Although I do love the bants with the Aussie lads. Definitely. When Mrs. Frog walks in, I am done for. She is going to hit the fucking roof. But, yeah, I always give her hush money. Yeah, this is a good tip. Avoid as many Chrome extensions as possible. Also, some can be keyloggers, yeah. And I also heard that some of those whitelist pages were promising to take you to this pre-sale. It's definitely going to 300x. Some of them can actually put keyloggers on your shit too. Aluminum. Steve Free, let's have a different girl from around the world for our thumbs up simp girls. Yeah, but I thought since it's crypto and it's kind of traditional that crypto dudes simp over Asian women. And I mean, who's to deny how attractive this young lady is? I'll tell you who. No one. Don't eat yellow snow. Great tip. But you can throw the yellow snow at your worst enemy. I cry when I watch the Wonder Years. Actually, I have kind of, but I held the tears in at a couple of movies. I don't know which ones got me. But a couple of films. They don't make good films anymore. Maybe I was just like, wasn't fully, maybe my balls hadn't dropped. But sometimes I'd get a bit like, come on, Frog, hold it together. Jesus fucking Christ. Chico's research is good, but don't buy his bags. Yeah, no, I've seen a couple of his videos. His research seems good. And I think I saw one of his investigations ages ago. That was really good. Love your work, Frog. Keep it coming. I've got woo coming out my ears. Me too, sir. Woolionaire. Yeah, the dext for Zoo on Phantom is very, very close to hitting. And that got pretty smashed as well price-wise. Perhaps I should have included that in my previous video on boiler projects that have got unfairly smashed over the coals. But we'll talk about that another day. But unfortunately, I have to prepare for the tongue lashing I'm going to get from Mrs. Frog for buying more Gucci products. And I also bought some Paul Smith stuff too. The made in Italy stuff. None of that made in China bullshit. I don't know the fact that Paul Smith always used to have like the top quality shit. But if you order Paul Smith, I know most of you probably just wear like hoodies all the time or whatever. Jokes. But yeah, I used to order off online sometimes, and it'd be like made in fucking Turkey. I'd be like, what the fuck is this? Get this shit on my fucking face. It's Paul Smith. Nottingham, UK. No, but this shirt I bought was Paul Smith made in Italy. Just kind of like the Italian clobber, you know what I'm saying? All right, gang. If you're not a subscriber, you know what to do. Click subscribe. Thumbs up for the algorithm. And disclaimer, absolutely none of this financial advice. And if you're watching this on replay, perhaps you can comment below some of your hot tips, your smoking hot tips on how to avoid making cryptocurrency investing mistakes. All right, guys, I'm Crypto Frog. You can follow me on Twitter, CryptoFrog202. Until you meet again, you know the fucking deal, Stafford.